I don't know how much of the film actually Lisa and Matt had already seen. So I'm very curious, well really for all three of you, what it's like first of all to screen the film in a place like this, and also to see so much of your music, but also your lives unfold on the screen. First, I guess, just in terms of the reception here, what do you make of seeing your movie on the big screen?
I've been listening to some of the filmmakers here talk about the movies, and I'm one of these filmmakers that I can't stand to watch it. So, I mean, I'm gratified we had a wonderful audience here. Thank you for being here, but it's very hard for me to, I'm always inside. Doesn't matter whether it's a documentary film or a narrative film, every time there's an edit, there's a choice to be made. There's a scene that was deleted, there's a scene that was included, it's too long, it's too short. I'm always replaying that in my mind, and so I find this to be painful. Sorry.
What an incredible venue. It's so brilliant.
Yes, you have to kind of swallow the mics here. So Lisa and Matt, first of all, welcome back to the Bay Area, but welcome to the Capitol Theater, your first time in this theater. You know, not every band gets a movie made about it, so I'm just really curious about your response. Does the film capture your experiences of working as a Klezmatic? How do you feel about seeing your life and your work on a school like this?
I think it's a pretty accurate view of the band. I mean, you see yourself on the street, and I kind of wish maybe I talked less once in a while. But other than that, I think it's really accurate. I mean, I think you captured what it's all about. You know, we have what we have to go through on an emotional, business, and music level.
It's not a puff. Oh, I have more volume. It's not a puff piece, that's for sure. It's hard to say on my puff piece. And I mean, Eric, I wish there wasn't sometimes as much realness and arguing. Oh God, I don't want to see that again. I don't want to relive it. So I might not watch the next screen, but it's kind of hard. But I mean, it has realness, you know, and it has drama that way. I know Eric needed to put those things in, but it's a little uncomfortable for us.
So Eric, tell us a little bit about how you came to convince the band that they should trust you to follow them around for what ended up being several years of filming, how you kept their confidence.
I think the band was pretty, it went in a number of different stages. I think we had to convince you guys it was a worthwhile project. I mean, they didn't know me or my work from Adam. So I think the deeper and the longer we went into it, the more trust there was. That being said, I don't think the band actually saw a cut of the movie. We were filming on and off for 3.5 or 4 years, and the band did not see an edit of the movie until probably 4 or 5 months ago. So I think one of the most frightening things for me was that I always wanted the band to go deeper into the conflict. I mean, I think that sometimes they were willing and sometimes they were not willing. It kind of depended on the day. But I think the scariest moment for me was when I actually screened it for you guys, and even though there were still changes to be made in the film, it was actually one of the first times I was ever in a room with a band that was a consensus. Yes, you got it. So that was pretty rewarding.
The stages I remember more or less was Eric approaching us. Frank knew Eric. Frank said some music for when Eric's film, so Frank knew him, and but it's like, sure, I don't know why someone wants to make it, but okay. So, and then we realized, well, when you commit to that, you have to be willing to have your life opened up and like cameras in your face while you're eating, when you don't feel like it, backstage, while you know. And so that's kind of hard, and in a way, we didn't give Eric the best attitude in the beginning. Like, we were a little like, hey, it's kind of annoying, you know? He's like, to have this film on all the time, and oh, God, he's going to shoot. And then we realized, I mean, this is serious. It's like, dude, we better get on board and like help him make the best movie he can make, because it's only going to help us. This movie's getting made, obviously. So there was these different stages, and then we were all on board, and it was just a love fest after that.
An example for you, Matt, of a song that kind of that came more from your that you initiated?
Yeah, well, I was thinking, okay, there's one of the two songs on the Wake Up the record that are kind of anti-fascist love songs, as we call them. I ended up with the arranging task, I don't know why, but because he was in the Merchant Marines in World War II, so there's a song, and that's, I think it was kind of written or about to be on the back of the ship, shipping off from Brooklyn and going by Long Island, and going by Coney Island and seeing his house, and like, seeing the girls on the boardwalk there, and how he's going on to war to fight fascism, and it has kind of lazy quality to it, and I was thinking, would he go through kind of Americana like Lisa? And I was thinking, actually, I never told the band, I was kind of thinking, she'll be coming around the mountain. That's...
I'll get my instrument out.
So the melody, the words kind of scan to some melody kind of like that, and then I kind of put it in Freygish mode, one of the Jewish modes.
So what is that? Freygish? Is that like Phrygian, but with a Yiddish accent?
Yeah, exactly. That's the name of one of the modes, and